presentation of the 10th edition of um, the NEUSCA Open Carom Tournament. So when we say it's open, that also means that we have lots of friends from Canada who have also come in to participate. There's a field of 128 individuals. This is the 7th board, Vikas to strike. You would have noticed, if you're following through with this, that both of them are extremely rapid players. Um, the, it's a testament to the skill levels that they um, have, and it's a decent break, not one of the best breaks that I've seen. There's some amount of nervous energy as well. Um, the lion, as Sarwan Babu is fondly known, is pretty much very comfortable playing a lot of shots. He's ahead as well, so you will see a flurry of shots that open up the board for him as well. That was beautifully played. Um, this was brought in on purpose, it looks like. Um, he did get out of the pickle because it's a beautiful shot played by Vikas, bringing the queen out here. He is going to play the queen now and is likely to pocket this guy. And has the follow for the queen. He misses it. So the queen comes back onto the board in the center. So it's Sarvanan playing the black coins on your screen. I would say sometimes when you are playing at such a rapid pace, you do tend to not defocus on the contact point, as many of the commentators would love to talk about. Since Vikas is behind, he took that coin into a defensive position, but not to be. As I said, you'll see a flurry of shots coming through from both players. Then they don't know what the word FEAR or fear means. They're absolutely fearless, and it's a pleasure to watch this game. There are 3 other quarterfinal matches going on this 25th day of January 2025. There's a matchup. Number 2 is Naveen playing Jay Prakash, and we have a third matchup which is between Ajay Arora and Anil Sudapalli, between Umair Kamal from Canada playing against Arshad. So very intense games. There's almost a pin drop silence in the room. Quite a few spectators are watching it, and I think Sarvanan takes it home. That's game 1 to Sarvanan. They're going to switch sides for the second game. That was handsomely finished by Sarvanan Babu. Now the gauntlet has been thrown. Vikas now has his job cut out. And Vikas has had several big scalps in this tournament and in the recent past, many of them. One of the fastest guys who came into the US Carom fraternity to make it to the US team for the World Cup. This is game 2. The players have switched sides, so it's Sarvanan on the right side and Vikas on your left. Vikas is a southpaw, as in he plays with his left hand, and Sarvanan is the traditional right-hander. It's board 1, game 2. Sarvanan leads 1 game to 0. This is a best of 3 quarterfinal match between 2 very top-ranked players in the United States. Now, I'm not very sure whether um, either of them are going to be cautious or perhaps throw caution to the winds. Saravanan is feeling very, very good, I'm sure, after um, literally uh, taking the first game out of Vikas's reach. At this point, that was an uncharacteristic miss. It's a fairly straightforward coin. Um, Vikas has to solve for this at some point, and he does it right now. He freed up his two blacks instead of having that block out there for them. Um, I clearly play-by-play is not going to work here because playing at a 3-second rule looks like, and getting. I think he did contemplate having a glance on that coin. I think that's the price you pay for playing too fast or too rapidly. I think he'll glance off this guy and place his black coin. So if they did perhaps take a couple more seconds, you would see that they would be perhaps pocketing all of these with clinical ease. That's because he's going to take those base coins out, and he's done a marvelous job of that. I'm not sure whether you are facing the same, but I think there is some bandwidth issue. It's a little bit spotty, but for the most part, it's pretty clear. Just stay with us. This is again the quarterfinal game between Sarvan and Babu and Vikash Gosti. Vikas is on your left and Sarvan is on your right. Sarvan is playing. This is the first board of the second game. Vikas is going to take that hand coin with ease, and he has to, since he has this as an insurance, he perhaps can play a little aggressive, and that's what he did. Now I think he's going to take that and free up the queen, which he did. We would love to also thank our sponsors. That many of them, the principal sponsor for this event has been Core Hive Computing, and its very charming leader, that is Mr. Madhuvir from Core Hive Computing, who has been very generous. And this is absolute aggression. That was beautifully done. Vikas has to play that, and he still is going to bank on this, and he's going to go for it. His best is double touch, I would guess. That's a nicely attempted double touch there from Vikas. Sarvan has to simply pocket these two coins, and he misses it. And that would be curtains for at least this board for sure. Nicely done. It's 4 points to Vikas. Vikas is on your left, right here, and Sarvan is out here. You try to imagine their faces for us. It probably is on the camera somewhere. Vikas is entering this course, and that's what you would see on your screen. Vikas 4, and Babu is yet to open his account in the second game, having won the first handsomely. Vikas is going to have the strike, and the second board. Once again, sponsors are the most important folks who actually make things happen, and we are thankful to Core Hive Computing and lots of individuals, the Rayaprolu family, as well as Dr. Shivram Gaudagare, who has been generous in donating monies to this for this tournament to happen and for this telecast to happen with you. it's a break that I'm sure Vikas would not be very proud of. Um, I think there's a timeline issue as well, um, as in the quarterfinals matches have to be completed in 2 hours. So I don't think Saravanan and Vikas will have an issue with it. Uh, as I said, they're playing absolutely at a breakneck speed. Um, before I can potentially comment on what perhaps Saravanan is thinking, he would have played 3 shots by then. Let's enjoy. Much of it is self-explanatory for sure. Um, so Vikas on your left is actually playing whites because the second break was his. There's some amount of cautious aggression in both players that are set in at this point in time. That's Savanan clearing out his path for the other coin which was here. You saw that was a beautiful shot played, and he's going to pocket this one at the base and perhaps go for this one, and potentially opening up for the other black. But this is what happens. These guys are going to give Vikas more turns than he had anticipated, especially when they're so far apart. Severan's blacks. Vikas can afford to be more aggressive with his approach. He That's a very, very uncharacteristic mess. I think some nerves up here on display with an audience hovering over all the matches that are being played. Sabranan actually missed the queen, which is up there for the taking. I'm sure Vikas will now attempt to take the queen at some point, or leave it out there and get some more insurances in the bargain. So he has a couple of coins there. Now is the time to go for the queen. The queen is nicely pocketed. He would not disturb anything else there, because this is generally termed a wrong pair for Savanan to make capital of it, which is what Vikas played in advance, because he had a good chance to finish if he had pocketed this white. Savanan keeps going. And you see his skills in evidence, not too much fuss about it. There's a lot of clean striking at display for us. And he would perhaps rebound this, I would think. Giving him, nicely done. That's 5 points to Vikas. So Vikas leads the second game 9-0. Seven and Babu having won the first game. This is going to be board 3 coming up for you soon. There you go. The scores are visible to you on the screen. You just have to flip them, as in the scores probably point to Vikas being here, but Saravanan is here and Vikas is here. Once again, for the viewers, just to keep you engaged, I guess, to be the voice in your head as you follow through this game, what we are seeing is the third board coming up of the second game of the best of 3 of the quarterfinals tie between Saravanan and Babu on your right and Vikash Kosti on your left. Board 3 to start. That was a reasonable strike. That is typical of Saravanan to go about. His pocketing skills are so high that he fancies himself to finish the boards. I think it was a little too slow. there. I think the fingers may have slipped or something. Because he's playing blacks right now. I pockets that nicely. He expected this white to come back, but that did not happen. And I think because his confidence has come back, we will not see too much of a slip between the cup and the lip. Because he's cleared out this entire part of the board, and he Seven says I can do one better. And what you just saw being played was a bomb shot. It's called a bomb shot, coins lying here, because with that the player can potentially open up any coin on there which is stuck between other coins in their turn. Because I think has an advantage in this board. It looks like both the players have that. I think Vikas's black coin here is going to be some kind of trouble unless he plays sometime. He did attempt that. He was going onto that coin there. He missed it. Oh, this is uncanny. You see a coin on top of another coin. This rarely happens. It's easy. It's not a spot of bother. You'll see that Seven finishes both or keeps one at the mouth, so he can potentially stay aggressive. This is Severan's last three coins. There's the queen at the middle. He's contemplating his next best. I think he's going to go. Okay. I'm not so sure that is what he intended. But the queen is here, so he must be happy with that. While this is something Vikas is perhaps going to bank on. And he is banking on it. He went for the cut and release. Seven faltered. And Vikas says, thank you. The queen and the coin is taken. A nice soft rebound is what he'll attempt to finish his last coin. And he succeeds. And in the second game of the quarterfinals, in the NEUSCA, the NEUSCA, Jan 25th, 2025, first tournament of the Americas, coming live to you. Thanks to our sponsors who make this happen for you, for the viewing audience, that is. So the score is going to be 15 points to Vikas. This is going to be board number 4. It'll be interesting to see. How Severin is going to respond. This is board number 4 coming up. My guess would be that Severin will trust his instincts and keep playing the same way as he's always played. Fearless lion who sits large on the board and makes everything look so easy. It's Vikas's strike. It's board number 4. And here we go. This is a very traditional and clean strike. He would have wanted the second white to be there, generally speaking, but it's not too much of a problem. A good nice spread of his white coins as he finishes his break, so he'll take his clear path coins first, and that's what he did. When he places, he'll perhaps move this out or not. So he has other plans, and he will take this coin now. And even if it doesn't go, it's going to block all these coins somewhat. Blacks, the score is not in his favor, and the attempt of bringing the white further down did not work. And that's a lovely stroke opening up for Vikas, all his coins and a bunch of Severin's coins on the other base. That is a spectacular shot. He just cleared one out there and moved the rest of the coins away from the center. Trying to punch this coin out and make this coin. That is a very nice attempt at that. I think it's still sort of, it's 50-50 on this board at this point in time. Savanan having played the defensive coin here. and Vikas says it's not so fast, buddy. And Savanan says I'm better than that. And he pockets both of those coins, which is supposed to be sort of blocking him. Again, that was a miss. In common times, he would have made it easily. And Vikas is perhaps going to play this for the follow or not. He takes that softly and nicely. I think he now has the other coin. Oh, he suspected that he was going to miss it, I guess. But it could be a defensive move as well. Now Savanan has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins on the board. So he decides to defend this out onto that base. That is nicely done. One of Vikas's coins was stuck there. So he took out this base coin and also freed up his other coin. Now Vikas is going to pocket this guy and this guy. Or not. This sometimes it is unexplainable as to why it happens. Simple, straightforward coins seem to be not obeying the command of the master. This is going to be, he's going to try to come 3 ways into that pocket, and he does a marvelous job of that. And the last coin is pocketed nicely. It's 4 plus 2, 6. That's 9 points. So it's 24 points to Vikas. In the second game, it's 24-0. It's a brilliant response from Vikas based on the first game loss in the best of 3 that we are going to witness today. This is board number 5 coming up. It is Savanan to strike. He has to pull off something from his hat. Vikas is at the mouth of winning this second game. Hopefully you're enjoying this as much as we are enjoying bringing this to you. This is the quarterfinal match between Vikas Kosti on your left and Savanan Babu on your right. Let's watch Savanan break. That was an aggressive break. We now have aggressive break, but none of the coins went in, so Vikas gets to play and is calmly going about it with the knowledge that he almost has this in the bag. That's coin number 3 done. So he made sure not many easy coins are available for Savanan to feast on. Savanan has to be cautious here if he has a chance of showing up for this game, but he should be comfortable because he has this coin out here, and there are plenty of black coins on the board as well. That's nicely done. He has this coin he will take care of, which he does, and now he probably is going to navigate it through by bringing the coins down. Both of the players are staying fairly aggressive, true to their nature. Savanan has to get on the board, on this particular board, to make a match of this second game. He seemingly has an easier path to this. There's one coin here, but this coin at the mouth will help free up that coin for sure. Now he's going to go for the queen. and smoothly done, and the follow goes through. That's also done. Now he's probably going to glance this and come off and make this coin. Oh, he went for the hook, and that's also a pretty good choice given the situation, given the 7-8 coins that were pocketed in the previous turn. Because is under the pressure and loses the board by 7 points. So Savanan, true to his nature, comes back fighting. Savanan has 7 points, and Vikas has 24 in the second game in the best of 3. Um, and it's Vikas to strike. It's Vikas to strike on this board coming up. Okay, it's 24-7, board number 6, Vikas to strike. If you're following along and if you're curious as to what this brush is doing out here, before the start of each board, generally players tend to take the lubricant, that's the boric powder, which is spread on this smooth ply surface, and they clear the vertices, as in these parts, of any powder remnants. You're seeing Savanan playing the blacks. Vikas just broke, so seems to be a pretty nice break with plenty of opportunities for Vikas to score on this particular board. From these two blacks, for Sarvanan is generally considered a wrong pair. In a wrong pair situation, not to be anymore. It's still slightly challenging. You saw the reason why the first of the two blacks had to be pushed out that direction to make this into the pocket. It's all geometry, and Vikas is going to take those two blacks for insurance, or even more than that. Both of those blacks have come up here. You need to have a good mix of offense and defense as you go through. It is a pickle for Vikas to solve. He has the queen here and 2 whites. This white is hidden behind. Vikas did go ahead and play that queen there at that time because he had this follow. He missed it, but Savanan is going to say thank you. And Savanan is thinking about how to get this board with many of his blacks on there. He's going to keep this as long as he can as something that he can bank on to get this board. He has taken the queen, so should he score here right now? That's a beautiful shot, curving both the coins, making one to the pocket and making the other one easier. That is aggression at its best and defense.